Hey guys, it's Howells, and it's been a while. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a couple weeks since I've made a video on this server, and there's a big reason why. I've been putting this off, and that's because this is the last episode of my series, and it's kind of sad to end the whole thing. But I've made a lot of builds over these 6 months, and I've kind of just lost motivation. I started a really massive project, as you can see over there, and it was just so big and I could never finish it, and then the Minecraft update happened and I lost all of my fancy pretty mods. But I would like to show you guys what I had in mind here, as well as a lot of projects that I never got to do. So, while this is the last episode of my little survival series, I'm going to show you guys the creative world where I have all of my drafts, and so you'll get to see some of my unfinished builds and builds that maybe I wanted to make but didn't have the chance to do so. And then I'll do a quick tour of everything, and then that's it. That'll be the last episode of this series, but don't worry, there will be another one. I don't know if it'll be solo or with friends, but that's not the last of Minecraft from me. So let's take a look over at this creative world. Okay, here we are in my little creative world, and as you can see, there's some cool buildings behind me. You can see a goose. I'm still very, very proud of that goose build. But it's time for the big reveal. Here's the building that I was actually going to build. It was going to be my new house. And I'm still sad that I didn't get to finish this guy. But yeah, it's very big. It's a lot. I don't know how I was going to build this. Maybe I'll just keep it small in the future, cause phew. But yeah, I didn't have any interior at all. It's just bats. It's a bunch of bats and darkness in there. But as you can see, I have my little tower. I have a goose. If you missed that episode, I basically pranked my friend's base and built a giant goose. And then here we have my starter house right here. And then my dock. This was the draft for my barn. This was the little villager house. This, I never actually built this. I didn't end up using it. I didn't really like it. I'm not sure what it was supposed to be. Just a little house, I guess? A wagon that I never incorporated. It would have looked very cute if I had. Here is another build that initially this was going to be the lumber store where I stored all my wood. But in the end, I was like, this doesn't fit, so I built this instead, and I'm so glad I did this. It fits so much better. And here's a couple of my other builds. Most of these are exactly the same block for block. I ended up tearing this down because I just didn't like it. As the season got on, I started working with more colorful block palettes. This was my first try at really, really colorful, but I didn't quite like it, but all three of these, they were really colorful, and I think they're the builds that I'm the most proud of. And yeah, that's all I really had on my creative server. Also some trees. Here's my nether portal design over here. Oh, of course it's raining. That fits the mood. Just a sad montage. I'm leaving this world forever and it starts raining. So I usually built a lot of my buildings on my creative world first, but there's a couple I didn't do that. I just built. I wanted to do it here first, so this was one of those. It's nothing fancy. I don't think I really needed to build it in a creative world first. And it's getting dark. I'm gonna have to... Yeah, there's still a skeleton horse. Man, I'm gonna miss this world. I know I don't have to leave, but I need a fresh slate. Hello, Rolfie. Okay, it's done raining. That's good. This was another house that I just built here. I actually kind of redid it. I think I had like a different design and then I didn't like it, so I redid everything. And then this one as well? I think maybe I did do it in a creative test world, but not the one that I showed you. Honestly, I do know I did this beforehand in creative, but I have no idea what happened to the building, because it should have been there, but I didn't see it, so that's really weird. And then, of course, I did the egg. The egg that's over there encased in glass. I had a whole plot for that. I guess I'm not going to tell you guys that in case I use it for another series, but there was going to be some lore. But it's kind of sad trying to do lore by yourself. Yeah, there's the egg, and then that building I also built fresh in this world, not on the creative server. Well, sad goodbyes, but there will be new beginnings soon. This is the very last episode of this series. This was Howls, and I'll see you guys in another Minecraft series, but not this one. Goodbye.